So yesterday we discussed about, in last class we discussed about loops. Today we are going to start with arrays. Okay. First of all, what is an array? We have array variables. In each variable you can store any single value. What if there are multiple values which needs to be stored? Suppose if there are 10 values, suppose there are 10 names, so you either you have to create 10 variables, put 10 names in those variables, or create an array whose size is 10, put all those in single variable. That is nothing but array. So arrays are used to store homogeneous data. Homogeneous means data of same kind. Either you can store all integer variables, or you can store all character variables, or one second. Okay, so when declaring an array, you have to specify the type of the array. That means it can hold only variables of that type. I'll create a new package for arrays. Okay. Okay. I'll create an array of type integer. I'll give name as ARR, as new integer, size 10. Okay, this is how we need to declare an array. Here you are telling array contains all integer variables. Okay, here you are telling the size of the array. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Class disconnected the call. So here I have created array whose name is ARR and type is integer, whose size is 10. Okay?
Sidhu?
Ah.
Your screen is not displaying. Can you share your screen?
Yeah. 1 second. See the join me link. Gangiredi join me link పంపించాను.
Okay. చూస్తాను.
వచ్చిందా లింక్?
వచ్చింది.
ఓకే. Okay. So this is how. హలో, అరే నేను మళ్ళీ ఫోన్ చేస్తారా? కట్ చేస్తే ఎందుకు అన్నిసార్లు చేస్తావా? ఏదో పనిలో ఉండాలి, మళ్ళీ చేస్తూ ఉండు అయిపోయిన తర్వాత. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ హౌ we need to declare an array. It is mandatory to give size also. Suppose if I am not giving size, it throws an error. Variable must provide either dimension expression. Okay, that means you need to provide size. And here this tells this is an array. Suppose if this is not there, then it means you are just creating an integer variable whose name is ARR. Okay, so it's mandatory to give these brackets. Okay, now how to, so this is one way of declaring array. There are another ways also. We are not going to discuss about that. This is most preferable way to do that. Okay, here if I divide this into two steps, I can do it like this. I am declaring an int array. In that array, okay, you can do it like this also, but always try to do it in a single line, like this. So now putting values in array. There are multiple ways of doing one. Okay, so first is I am creating an array. There itself I am putting all integer values in it. Okay, so this by default creates an array whose name is ARR1, whose size is 6 because there are 6 elements. Okay, so this complete thing should be in the same line. Suppose what happens if I do it like this? This is wrong. Array constant can only be used in initializers. So this is called array constant. Here itself I need to use this. Okay, this is the correct way of doing. Okay, another way is, this is first way. First, second way of doing this. Second way of doing what? Putting values in an array. Second way is I am creating an array ARR1, sorry, ARR2 equal to I'll new int array whose size is 5. So now I'll do this. Array 0 equal to some 10, okay, this is how I can access every element of the array. So I have created array whose size is 5. That means I can put 5 integer values in that array. So how to access each integer value or slot in that array is like this: 0. So this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 to 5, because array size is 5. Okay, index always starts with 0. So this is how we can put the values. This is one way, this is another way. So we mostly go with this way. The same thing I can do using for loop. For int I equal to 0, I less than arr2 dot length. This gives array 2 dot length equal to 5. Okay, that gives that value. I plus plus okay, so arr2 I'll pass the index here. This is the variable, loop control variable. Okay, equal to some, I always put some I into 10. What happens from I equal to 0 to 5, I plus plus array 0. Suppose when I equal to 0, 0th index. Okay, the 0th element is I into 10, that means 0. When I equal to 1, the second element, that means 0, 1, right? 0 is the first element, 1 is second element. Second element is I into 10, 10. Okay, that's how you put the values in it. You loop it through 5 until I less than 5. The last value is I equal to 4. The fourth element in the array is 4 into 10 equal to 40. Now I want to read all values present in the array. I equal to 0, I less than I'll simply print AI. To dot I. Okay, so to avoid confusion, I will comment this out. Here I declared new array. Then in this step I have put all values in the in that array. Now I am reading each element from that array. Okay, see what happened? 0, why 0? When I equal to 0, 0 into 10 equal to 0. That's why I value is 0. When I equal to 1, 1 into 10 equal to 10. Okay. Second value 2 into 10 equal to 20. 3 into 10 equal to 30, 4 into 40. That's how we put the data in array and we read the data from array. Okay. So you need to use for loop only. So you understood, right? How to declare array, how to put values in array. There are two ways. First way is you can directly give the array constant like this. Second way is you run a loop, put values in it for each index. Okay, once you put the values, you need to read, right? How do you read? This is the way you read it. Okay. How to declare array, how to initialize array. Initialize array is nothing but putting values in the array. Now one dimensional array. Okay, I will take this. If we want to visualize an array, this is how it looks. Okay, this is an array whose name is ARR. This is ARR. Okay, so this is an array whose size is 6, 0 to 5. So this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is called index of the array. Okay, now when you put some value in it, in our example 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this is how values will get stored. Since this is only one dimension, this is called one dimensional array. What about two dimensional array? In two dimensional arrays, one array, this is another array, this is another array. Okay, so this is one dimension and this is another dimension. Okay, here so if I draw the index for this 1, 2, okay, and this is the index for it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you want to access, I'll remove this. When you want to access a particular element, so if I want to access this value, then I need to say something like this 1, 1. Okay, that means one dimension. So index of the one dimension equal to 1, index of the another dimension is also equal to 1. Suppose if I want to access this, then index will be 1, 2. Okay, it's like matrix, simple matrix. Okay, where you have two dimensions. I'll show you that example also. So how to declare two dimensional array? Int, I'll just name array as a equal to new int 6. Okay, so this is one dimensional array. If I want to declare two dimensional array int, I need to specify two brackets which tells that is a two dimensional array. New int, so only difference being you will get one extra bracket here 6 and 3. Okay, so this is about, I'll just remove this, we don't want it, just for comparison purpose I typed that line. Now declaring part, initializing part, two ways of initialization. Again, int c equal to new int I'll use array constants. Remember, so this is one way of doing it. Here, if I split it, see how it looks. Okay, this is one array, this is one array, this array. So a two-dimensional array can be called as an array of arrays. Okay, don't get confused. If we visually represent this, how it looks? 10, 20. If you can visualize this, then it's very easy. In Java, you can create n number of dimensional arrays. There is no restriction. You can create 3-dimensional array, you can create 4-dimensional array, but okay. So if you visualize the same thing, this is how it looks, two-dimensional array. Okay, so this is one way of initializing. What is the another way? I use for loop. Earlier, for one-dimensional array, I just used one for loop. For two-dimensional array, I need to use two for loops. One for these columns, another for row, or one loop for each row, one loop for each column. I'll show how to do that. I'll take outer loop, int I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. This is the outer loop. In every row there are 6 columns. Int j equal to 0, j less than 6, j plus plus. And how to access each element? I, a, j equal to. Okay, how did we do that? For 0, okay, we'll do something like this. Some I into some random calculation, random formula I am doing into 10. Okay, C. Okay, this is how we can put. This is the second way of putting the values in it. Let's see what happened. So this is int C, right? I'll declare another array, int d equal to new. Okay, it's already there. We'll use b. See what I did? Declared two-dimensional array whose size is 6, 3. Okay, I think it should be 3, 6. Okay, Here declare similar array whose name is C, whose size is same, okay, and directly initialized it. Now I have declared B here, I have not initialized it. Here I am initializing B to okay. I'll use same for loop here. Don't get confused, I'll explain it again. See, here since C already has values, I just want to print them. Okay, ignore this for a while. We'll try to read these values. We have C, we have directly initialized it. We want to read the values. What I did, I ran 2 loops and I am just printing out those values. Okay, what happened? All the elements got printed in new line because we are using system out println. Okay, so to make it readable, what I will do, after every loop I will just print new line. Okay, within a loop I am not printing new line. Okay, and to provide spacing between two elements I am just giving this empty space. Now see 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, this value, and this value. The third one is this value. Okay, so here I put values in the array, here I am reading them. Okay, let us comment this out for a while and use the other way. Here I am declaring array and not initializing like this. How I am initializing? By running for loops. Okay, I am putting the values in it. Now I want to read the values. How do I read? Similarly, I remove this println because I want to print the values in an array, I mean in a row in the same line. So I am not using println. That means throughout this inner loop all the elements get printed in the same line and I am giving space between each element. After the loop is inner loop gets executed, then it goes again for the outer loop. So here I am giving this println because this changes the line. Let's see what happens. Okay, what happened? Why all zeros? Here when I equal to 0, j equal to 0, I into j into 10 equal to 0 into 0 into 10. Okay, when I equal to 0, j equal to 1, 0 into 1 equal to 1 into 10 equal to 0. So as long as when I equal to 0, for throughout this entire loop the value of bij is always 0 because I equal to 0. Second, when I equal to 1, 1 into j starts from 0 through 6, right? J, when I equal to 0, j equal to 0 into 10, that is 0. For the second loop, when I equal to 1, j equal to 1, 1 into 1 into 10, 1 into 2 into 10, 1 into 3 into 10, 1 into 4 into 10. Okay, this like. Okay, this is very straightforward. I into j into 10. This is how it put the values. Once I put the values, I am running a same for loop, and just the only difference being is I am not using this line. This is for initialization. this is for just printing out. I am printing all the values. Okay, understood? This is about two-dimensional array. Any questions on this? So if you can visualize it like this, it's very easy. You can create three-dimensional array, you can create four-dimensional array, okay, based on your need. So when you, I am not going to show you the example of three-dimensional array. When you create three-dimensional array, how do you access it? You have to run 3 loops in it. Okay, one for width, one for length, one for height. Okay, you can visualize it as a cube. Okay, this is about two-dimensional array. Okay, storing values in array using array constants. Okay, this was discussed. Storing values in array using for loop, we discussed it. Reading values from array using for loop, we discussed this. Reading values from array using for loop, for each loop. Okay, remember, while discussing loops, I told you we'll discuss about for each loop later. For each loop, also called as advanced for loop. Okay, I'll show how to use for each loop to read data from array. Okay, so array example 1, what I'll do, I'll rename it to one. Okay, so in one-dimensional array, this is how we read the data present in a loop. Okay, here we inserted data into the array. Here we are reading the data. So let me run this again. What I'll do to make it okay, the values present in array are 0, 10, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. So I'll comment this out. I will show how to use for each loop to do the same thing. So the syntax is like this. For integer I, you have to use colon. In, what is the name of the array? ARR2 SYSO and to maintain space between two adjacent elements underneath. Let me run this. Okay, here I use for loop, here I use for each loop. So if I read it properly, see how this can be spelled. For each integer I in array 2, this means, okay, for each integer I in array 2, system.println print that I. Okay, instead of running the loop for loop on this loop control variable until array.length, what I am doing is, I am not checking what the size of the array, I am just doing this. For each element present in that array, I am printing that out. Okay, this is how for each loop can be used to print the data. Okay, now we'll give one more example. Int. So far we have created all integer arrays. Let me create a char array. New char array whose size is 5. Okay, using for each loop. Before using for each loop, I just declared character array. Now I need to initialize that. how I can initialize that? What I'll do, okay, let me use array constant to initialize it. A, you have to insert file B C D E. Okay, now I want to print this array elements. What I'll do for each, so this is character array. What is the type of element present in this character array? It's always a char C, I mean ch equal to, this is just variable name. Okay, char ch. For each char ch in, what is the name of the char array? I just want to print the data. What is the variable here? Ch. Okay, ch plus, to maintain space I am using this, and since I want to print all in the same line, I am not using println. Okay, A B C D E. This is why, this is because this loop is printing these values. I'll comment it out for a while. Okay, A B C D E. Okay, this means for each character ch in character array, I want to print that ch. Okay, so if your array type is some double, you need to use double here. If your array type is some other data type, you have to use that data type only. Okay, so this is about for each loop. Two-dimensional array we have discussed. Now let us discuss few example on arrays. Summing elements in array. Okay, I'll create int array new. I use array constants to initialize it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I need to add all the elements in array. What I'll do, I need to run for loop or for each loop. I'll run for loop int I equal to 0. Okay, what I'll do, I'll create I'm creating new integer variable. Okay, I'll print equal to length of array. Okay, now for each int I equal to 0, now instead of using int ar dot length, I'll use this variable I less than I plus plus. Okay, I'll take another variable int sum equal to 0. Okay, now sum equal to, what I'll do, sum equal to int ar I. Okay, once the I'll print that. Okay, this is a variable which contains the sum. So initially sum value is 0. So what happens when I equal to 0, sum equal to 0 plus, for I equal to 0. Okay, when I equal to 0, see how it looks like. Sum equal to 0 plus int array. What is the first value? 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 equal to, this will become sum. When I equal to 1. Okay, sum is already 1 plus, what is the second element? 2, that is 3. Okay, then when I equal to 2, sum is already 3 plus, what is the third element? Plus 3, 6. Okay, this is how it keeps on adding the values. So iterating. Let's see what is the output. Sum is 21. 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10, 5 plus 6 equal to 21. The sum is 21. Okay, everyone understood? Okay, if I don't use this variable, it's tough to calculate the sum. So I took a new variable. After every iteration I am storing the sum so far in that variable. The next iteration, what I am doing, to that sum I am adding the new element. In the next iteration, to that sum I am again adding the new element, like that. Okay, let us go for another example. Finding largest element from array. Hope everyone is practicing these examples. I mean, whatever we try in class, because they are good. If you understand them, then you know most of it. Okay, I'll create new integer array. See, I can create double array, I can create float array, I can create long array, I can create short array. Okay, only thing is, if I create integer array, and that I told integer is 32-bit, right? So the size of the element depends on the data type. Okay, if it is just byte, I told you minus 128 to plus 127 is the only. Let me give small example. Okay, if I byte array, one, 2, 3. Okay, so this is array whose size is 3 and whose type is byte. What if I put 134 in it? It immediately throwing error, because byte variable can hold value from minus 128 to plus 127. Since this number is not in this range, it's throwing error. So based on the data type, the values present in that array, the size of the values present in the array depends. Okay, so this, just keep this in mind. One 34, comma 2, comma 186. What happened? Okay, so these are elements present in my array. Now I want to get the largest number from this array. Okay, same, I need to run for loop or for each loop. I'll go with for loop. Int I equal to 0, I less than length. Okay, I plus plus. Okay, first I'll explain you the logic to find largest element. What I am doing is, I'll go to each element. Okay, I'll take a new variable, int temp variable. Okay, put value in it as 0. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll compare temp with 186. Since 186 is greater than 0, I'll replace the value. Okay, I'll make value of temp as 186. Now I'll go to next element. I'll compare 2 with temp again. Since 2 is less than temp, 2 is less than 186, I am not going to swap the values. Okay, again I'll go to third element. Since 134 is again smaller than temp, that is 186, I am not going to swap the values again. Okay, here now I'll compare it with 200. Now 200 is greater than value present in temp, that is 186. So I'll swap this value. So now the temp value become 200. Okay, now the last element 13. I'll compare 200 with 13 again. Since 200 is greater than 13, I am not going to swap. The final value present in temp is always the biggest number. Let me write the logic again. I'll explain it once again. What I'll do, if a int 0 is greater than temp, what I'll do, simply set the value of temp to that element. Okay, what happens when I equal to 0? It compares 0 greater than temp. For first iteration, this is 0. Sorry, 186. 0th element in array is 186, right? And comparing 186 with temp. What is the value? Initial value of temp? 0. Okay. Since 186 is greater than 0, I am making now temp to 186. Temp equal to 186. Next time, compare with 2. Since 186 is greater than 2, I am not going to swap this or update the value. Okay. I go until end of the loop. Each time I find greater number, I'll put that value in temp variable. Finally, at the end of the loop, whatever the value in present in temp is the larger value. Sorry, I equal to 0. I equal to 0, length sorry, here I need to put the variable. I just put 0, so it's blindly replaced. Every time it's replacing 0th value. Okay, now it printed me largest number. If I go and set this value 234, it gives me 234. It gives me, always it gives me largest number. What I am doing is simply, if I find any bigger value, I am putting that value in temp. Next time I am comparing with the temp. Okay, this is how you do that. There is another way to find largest element from array. So this is using temp variable. Now one second. Okay, now this without using temp variable. So again I'll take the array. Okay, here I'm not taking temp variable. I'm no more using this logic. Okay, these are elements in my array. What I am doing is, if A, I'll give it a short name, no problem. If I equal to 0, right? I greater than okay, so what I am doing in the first loop, okay, I am running loop. In the first loop I am checking first two elements. If 186 is greater than 234, if what I'll do, I'll move 182 this side. Okay, since 186 take it as 245. Okay, so in the first loop I'll compare only these two elements. So since 245 is greater than 234, I'll move 245 to right side. Okay, now the remaining elements are the same because I am comparing only first two. In the second loop, since these two are already compared, now I'll compare these two. Okay, now 234 comma, out of 245 and 134, 245 is highest, right? Okay, is more. In that case what I will do, I will move it to right side. Okay, in the last comparison 234 are the same, 134 has already moved. Sorry, it's not last comparison. In the first only these two are compared, in second only these two are compared. Now we are going to compare these two. So again 245 moves right because it is greater than its right element. 234 comma 134 comma 200 comma. Now 245 again moves to right. What I am doing in every loop, I am comparing. In the first loop, I am comparing first two elements. If left element is greater than right element, I am moving left element to right. Okay. So finally, after end of the loop, the largest number comes to rightmost. Okay. The same thing I implemented using this loop. What I am doing is I am always checking int array I plus 1 greater than I. Okay. Suppose if I equal to 0, 0th element is greater than 1. Here I am checking if 0th element is greater than first element. If that is greater, then put the value of that greater element in that first element. Okay. Very simple logic. Okay. To avoid confusion, okay, this is how in the first loop only the 245 moved right. In the second loop, 245 is compared with this element. So 245 moved right, 134 moved. In the next loop, 245 is compared with 200. In the next loop, 245 compared with 13. This is how it looks. Okay. So since largest element moves to rightmost, what I will do, the largest element is int array dot, what is the largest element? 0, first, second, third, fourth. Okay. Because largest element move to rightmost. Okay. So why this exception? This is another good example that we need to take care of. This is array index out of bound exception. Okay. See what happened. I am running from I equal to 0 to int array dot length. What is the length? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if I replace that for our convenience, so I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So when I equal to 4, okay, that is the last element in the loop, because we are checking I less than 5, right? So I value can be a maximum of 4. When I equal to 4, here int array 4 plus 1 equal to 5, fifth index. Okay, it's actually looking for another element which does not exist. Okay, the size of the array is 5. It's looking for sixth element. That's why this array index out of bound exception is thrown. Okay, so what we need to do is, okay, I need to go until length minus 1. Okay, so what is the length minus 1? 4. I equal to 0, I less than 4. Okay, then what is the maximum value of I can take? 3. 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Okay, 4 exists. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need to make sure our index should not go out of the range or size of the array. So why it's array length minus 1? Why not array length? This is because, see how many comparisons, the elements in the array are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But how many comparisons we did? Only 4 comparisons, because this is one comparison, this is another comparison, 2, third comparison, fourth comparison. So four comparisons are sufficient. We need not to go for fifth comparison. That's why we should keep it as array length minus 1. Okay, this is very good example. So what is the highest number? 245. Okay, suppose if I have some, if I put, what is the highest number now? 1340. Let's see. So 1340. What we did? Simply we are navigating the highest element to the right. Okay, this is how we get the maximum, the highest value in the array. Okay, without using temp variable. Hope everyone understood.
Yes, Sidhu.
Okay.
So yeah.
So now reversing array. Okay. So again, I'll take the same array. So I want to reverse array. So 245 should go here. Okay. So I want to make it something like this: 13, 200, 1340, 234, 245. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll add another element. So 45 here. It should look something like this. Okay. So first let me explain the logic to do this. So size of the array is 6 because there are 6 elements in it. What I will do, I will run loop only 3 times. Okay. First time I will replace the first element with last element. In fact, I will swap these 2 elements. Okay. So now how it becomes 45, 234 will be the same. Okay, I will not print the other values. The remaining values are same. Only. Okay, now 45 came to left, 245 came to right. In the second loop, I will only replace this value, second from the first, last from the first. That is 13, okay, to 234. Okay, and in the last loop, 200 becomes 1340. This is how it looks. Okay. In the first loop, I'll run loop only 3 times. Okay. Let us see. For loop, I less than int array dot length this is the length of the array by 2 because I equal to 6, right? Total size of the array is 6. I want to run loop only 3 times. So 6 by 2 equal to 3. I plus plus. Here I need to take a temp variable. I'll show why we need it. Okay. What I'll do, int array dot I. Okay. I'll first place value of this in I. Okay. Now I equal to int I'll do. Int array len minus I okay. Now in this I'll keep temp. Okay, you understood what I am doing? Since I need to swap the values, I am using a temporary variable called temp. First I am putting 245 in temp, then moving 45 to here, then the value present in 245, that is temp, is moving it to here. Okay, this is very simple. Now let me print value. How do we need to print? To maintain space, doing this, and to print in the same line, yes. And since I need to print all values and going until length. Okay, index out of bound exception, I less than len I plus plus. Okay, L minus I. So when I equal to 0, L minus I minus 1. I'll explain why it is. So length is 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus I equal to 0. 6 minus 0 equal to 6. Okay, since 6 index does not exist, we need to, the last index is always 6 minus 1. Okay. Okay, again. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. See, it got reversed. 45, 13, 200, 1340, 234, 245. Okay. So I am running loop 3 times. Every time. So see this int, suppose when I equal to 0, what's happening? Let's see. Int array 0th element is 245. Okay. Now we want 5th element. So length is 6. 6 minus I equal to 0. 6 minus 0 is 6 minus 1. Okay. We need 5. There is no 6th element since index starts from 0. Okay. So now in 0th element's place we are putting 5th element. Okay. Now since we already put 0th element in some temporary variable, now I am in place of 5th element, I am putting that temp. What if we don't use temp variable? Both value become same. Okay. That's why before updating a value, we are saving it somewhere else. We are updating that value and we are taking that saved value, assigning it back to the other value. Okay. Understood? Any questions on this?
No way.
Okay. So shall we stop here? Because will you try this on your own, Fibonacci series using array?
Yep.
Okay, try all this. There are hardly 4 to 5 examples. Those are very small examples. If you understand it, you understand most of it. Okay.
Okay.